Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Dalvin Surya Pradana. I'm studying in Citra Nusantara Vocational School in grade 10 of Multimedia 2. Today, I will describe something is about the planets in our solar system. We have 8 planets in solar system. Let's get to the list. The first planet, Mercury. Mercury is the smallest and closest planet to the Sun in the solar system. Its orbit around the Sun takes 87.97 Earth days, the shortest of all the planets in the solar system. It is named after the Greek god Hermes, translated into Latin as Mercurius, god of commerce, messenger of the gods, mediator between gods and mortal. Like Venus, Mercury orbits the Sun within Earth orbit as an inferior planet, and this apparent descent from the Sun as viewed from Earth never exceeds 28 degrees. This proximity to the Sun means the planet can only be seen near the western horizon after sunset or eastern horizon before sunrise, usually in twilight. At this time, it may appear as a bright star-like object, but is often far more difficult to observe than Venus. The planet telescopically displays the complete range of phases, similar to Venus and the Moon. As move in its inner orbit relative to Earth, which recurs over a synodic period of approximately 160 days. Venus is the second planet from the Sun. It is named after the Roman goddess of love and beauty. As the second brightest natural object in Earth's night sky after the Moon, Venus can cast shadow and can be on rare occasion visible to the naked eye in broad daylight. Venus lies within Earth's orbit, and so never appears to venture far from the Sun, either setting in the west just after dusk or rising in the east a bit before dawn. Venus orbits the Sun every 224.7 Earth days, with the rotation period of 243 Earth days. It takes a longer to rotate about its axis than any other planet in the solar system by far, and does so in the opposite direction to all but Uranus. Venus doesn't have any moons, and the tension is shared only with Mercury among the planets in the solar system. Earth is the third planet from the Sun and the only astronomical object known to harbor life. About 29% of Earth's surface is land consisting of continent and island. The remaining 71 is covered with water, mostly by ocean but also by lake, river, and other fresh water, which together constitute the hydrosphere, much of Earth's polar region and covered in ice. Earth's outer layer is divided into several rigid tectonic plates that migrate across the surface over many millions of years. Earth's interior remains active with a solid iron inner core, a liquid outer core that generates Earth's magnetic field, and a convecting mantle that drives plate tectonic. According to radiometric dating estimation that other evidence, Earth formed over 4.5 billion years ago. Within the first billion years of Earth's history, life appeared in the ocean and began to affect Earth's atmosphere and surface, leading to the proliferation and anaerobic and later aerobic organisms. Some geological evidence indicates that life may have arisen as early as 40.1 billion years ago. Since then, the combination of Earth's distance from the Sun, physical properties, and geological history have allowed life to evolve and thrive in the history of life on Earth. Biodiversity has gone through long periods of expansion. occasionally punctuated by mass extinction. Over 99% of all species that ever live on Earth are extinct. Almost 8 billion humans live on Earth and depend on its biosphere and natural resources for their survival. Human increasingly. Mars is the fourth planet from the Sun and the second smallest planet in the solar system, being less than only Mercury. In English, Mars carries the name of the Roman god of war and is often referred to as the Red Planet. The latter refers to the effect of the iron oxide prevalent on Mars' surface, which give a reddish appearance distinctive among the astronomical bodies visible to naked eye. Mars is a terrestrial planet with a thin atmosphere, with surface features reminiscent of the impact crater of the Moon and the valley, desert, and polar ice cap of Earth. The day and season are comparable to those of Earth because the rotational period as well as the tilt of the rotational axis relative to the ecliptic plane are similar. Mars is the site of Olympus Mount, the large volcano and highest known mountain on any planet in the solar system, and of Valley Marines of the large canyon in the solar system. The smooth Borealis basin in the northern hemisphere covers 40% of the planet and may be a giant impact feature. Mars has two moons, Phobos and Deimos, which are small and irregularly shaped. These may be captured asteroids similar to 5261 Erica, a Mars Trojan. Jupiter is the fifth planet from the Sun and the largest in the solar system. It is a gas giant with a mass 1,000 that of the Sun, but 2.5 times that of all the other planets in the solar system combined. Jupiter is one of the brightest objects visible to the naked eye in the night sky and has been known to ancient civilizations since before record history. When viewed from Earth, Jupiter is on average the third brightest natural object in the sky, after the Moon and Venus. It is named after the Roman god Jupiter. Saturn is the sixth planet from the Sun and the second largest in the solar system. After Jupiter, is a gas giant with an average radius of about 9 times that of Earth. It only has 1/8 the average density of Earth, however, with its large volume. Saturn is over 95 times more massive. Saturn is named after the Roman god of wealth and agriculture in astronomical symbol, represent the god sickle. The Roman name the seventh day of the week, Saturday, no later than the 2nd century for the planet Saturn. Uranus is the seventh planet from the Sun. Its name is reference to the Greek god of the sky, Uranus, who, according to Greek mythology, was the grandfather of Zeus, Jupiter, and father of Cronus, or Saturn. It has the third largest planetary radius and fourth largest planetary mass in the solar system. Uranus is similar in composition to Neptune, and both have both chemical composition which differ from that of the larger gas giant Jupiter and Saturn. For the reason, scientists often classify Uranus and Neptune as ice giants to distinguish them from the other gas giants. Uranus' atmosphere is similar to Jupiter and Saturn in its primary composition of hydrogen and helium, but it contains more ice, such as water, ammonia, and methane. Along with traces of other hydrocarbons, it has the coldest planetary atmosphere in the solar system, with a minimum temperature of 49 K, and has a complex layered cloud structure with water tuff to make up the lowest clouds and methane, the uppermost layer of cloud. In the interior of Uranus is mainly composite of ice and rock. The last planet is the Neptune. It's the eighth and farthest known solar planet from the Sun. In the solar system, it's the fourth largest planet by diameter, the third most massive planet, and the descent giant planet. It is 70 times the mass of Earth, slightly more massive than its near twin Uranus. Neptunus is the third is physically smaller than Uranus because its greater mass causes more gravitational compressions of the atmosphere. The planet orbits the Sun once every 164.8 years at an average distance of 30.1 AU or 4.5 billion kilometers. Is the name after the Roman god of the sea and has the astronomical symbol and style version of the god Neptune trident. And yeah, I think that's much for me. See you tomorrow. Bye.